Okay, I would like to showcase real quick a Veritania. It's only tier 14, but still, it's Veritania. Just to, you know, show approximately how much damage you can expect out of a power charge stacking brand character right now. My gear is the, for the low end, mid end kind of thing is already set up properly. The only possible upgrade here for me is the rings. Where the ring slot, you could have +1 maximum power charge ring. Maybe you get a really good ring and you can use the Azure mirror, the mirror ring, the ring that from Calandra that mirror your other ring or anything. Just basically you lack 2 power charge on the 2 slotted rings. That is basically what the more power I could get. I already acquired a Willclash which cost me 12 divine for a maximum elemental damage roll with maximum power charge, of course. This is just like mostly this provide me with the block spell damage. This helmet alone give 60% spell block so far. If we somehow get to 1 power charge ring, it will give us 70% block spell just by itself. So basically max block with 1 item. The glove here, Search Spider, 777 roll, 7% roll, no corruption. If you want to have a corruption with 777%, I don't think it exists right now. So yeah, a Graven Secret. I got Wrath have 70% increased aura effect instead of the normal belt implicit that is stun and block recovery, which is kind of useless. So I got this, but get whatever you want, or just use the normal one with stun and block recovery. It's no big deal. Rakesh, very important item. It's got huge buff, in my opinion, huge buff in this patch. And the very basic Malachi suit and Void battery. Sorry, that was my kid in the background. For life, I use a Uchula Hunger. This has basically, you need 5 off color. Here I have a 2 white socket and 4 off color. So this is quite tricky to get, but you can get it quite reliably with the benchcraft of remove and adding socket. You just need the last socket is you just need it to be red, so it's okay. In this case, I just lucky I hit the 5 to 6 socket and it gave me a blue. So it doesn't actually give me any favor in this build because I have a red gem, but still it's nice to have, because we use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of unique that doesn't have life. That is why this chest, if I still want to build a life character, this chest is like almost mandatory. We still have 5k life. This is only the life of this body armor here. Okay, on the flask I have Bottle of Faith. This is like a luxury thing. It's 2.2 divine something. I bought it yesterday. Taste the Hate, quite cheap, like 20 KS. At the Reef Promise, I got this myself. 7/7 roll. The max roll is 8 and 8. Yeah, I do a little bit of Azuri and just use the best one I have. A Quicksilver and a Life Flask. Right, that is my setup. I want to show a little bit of the skill tree here. I have a Militant Faith for Inner Conviction. Very classic for power charge stacking. I have the Mutable Force and Blood Notch combo along with the Stun Threshold, Energy Shield Mastery here. Corrosive Element for applying exposure, so we do not have to take any extra kind of skill for exposure. I also have this node Elemental Mastery here for 18%. So basically the basic exposure, as you can see here, is 10% for the exposure from corrosive element. We give it, we take 1 point and it becomes 18%, which is really good. Prismatic heart. I have Doriani lesson here, which normally is really good. However, I do not take it right now because I'm a Templar Hierophant. I take this route here, Illumination Devotion, the Arcane Search round, and we have a 0.5% spell damage. Leech us life already. We always have Arcane Search, of course. So yeah. Skill tree. You see here, I will not go much into the detail. I have a lot of reduced mana cost of skill. Right now my Stormbrand costs 5 mana to cast. This one is a shock. Base very, you know, centered around try to do a lot of shock to do as much of a shock as possible to a target, so the brand can deal more damage. Right, and I also have the Spectre with Guardian Blessing and Zealotry for some extra damage. The uptime is pretty good because I'm using the Dark Marionette, the perfect Dark Marionette Spectre. They revive themselves when they're killed, so the uptime of the aura is pretty good. I learned this from Jungron. Yeah. Cast with damage taken, summon Chaos Golem for some extra physical mitigation. I do not know which skill to put in here. I do not use Anathema Ring because even though the curses are nice, however, I do not have a good way to apply a lot of curses. I do have a pair of gloves here. Let me show you real quick. I do have a pair of gloves. Where did I put it? Here. That has Temp Chain and Elemental Weakness. At the cost of the roll for the damage per charges is really low. If you use Anathema, then this kind of glove is what you're looking for. But if you use Anathema, I cannot use this ring. This ring gives me like almost all the chaos resistant for me to cap my chaos rest. I really like to cap my chaos rest because I decided to drop Anathema because I want to cap my chaos rest for the affliction mechanic. The purple archer, they just off-screening me, you know, at high tier map, so I want to have maximum chaos resistant. That's why I dropped the curses, so I can put on other gems. Okay, have precision. Precision here is just a low level reserve on mana because I do have a Watcher's Eye here. I do value the flash charge gain when you do a critical strike a lot here. It is the most you know, valuable mod, and a Watcher's Eye for my liking. It's not like optimal for damage or anything, but it's just nice quality of life. And I have the conversion mod. So conversion along with the mastery conversion here will make the penance brand. We use penance brand for bossing, and we use storm brand for clearing. So penance brand will be we have 100% of it damage converted to lightning. So the last one I would like to show is that which was taken. It gives elemental resistance because we use a lot of uniques, so this is very valuable. The non-damaging element have reduced effect on you. We have Arcane Search along with the mastery here and a few points here. Basically reduce all the effect of element to our character to 0. Right. Increase effect of non-damaging element you deal with. Inflict critical strike. It's nice for a flipping shock. Basically, it's just a little bit of extra damage in at the end, and some extra block chance to attack. It will be nice because we shield charge all the time, so we almost always have this up. I do have the elemental resistance cannot be lowered by curse mastery along with the corrupted blood. That's why I take both of these wisdom here. I have one dexterity node to have exactly 68 dexterity, so I can use a max level assassin's mark. If this is not a concern for you, you want to use like elemental weakness or conductivity, then you can drop this point. But it's only 1 point, so I think it's worth it. It's for me, so I take it. Right. The tree seems to be quite compact. If you look at this, you might think there will be 1 or 2 points I can, you tweak around to save 1 or 2 points. Trust me, this is the optimal setup for my character currently, because it has to do with the strength and intelligence requirement as well. As you can see, the void battery here is the item required the most intelligent for me, and I only have 1 more intelligent than the requirement. So yeah, that is what I wanted to show. Now let's go ahead and showcase a Veritania. Again, only tier 14, but let's see how much damage we do on a Elder Guardian. Right, and I will try to juice up with the affliction. Just try to get more juices regardless of color. The more the merrier. Seems we're not in luck here. Okay, here are the juices. Juice, please. More juices. No, that's not a lot of juices. Only like 2.5k something. Wisp juices. Okay. So here is the clearing, the map clearing with Stormbrand of Indecision. Mechanically, it's a really good skill for clearing, given if you take all the brand attachment range you can on the tree. Basically, I just move and then I just use the Stormbrand on my feet, and the Stormbrand will jump and attack enemies basically on the whole screen, which is not bad at all for clearing. If you add some kind of explosion, then it will be a really good clear speed. Since for charge stacking we do have quite a lot of speed, attack speed, cast speed, and even movement speed for shield charge. Fuck it, let's just do this. I will try to clear everything on the way to... Ooh, this guy is kinda tanky. No trial, no thank you. Fuck the trials, fuck the traps. CP. My kid is on the background, by the way. It's letting him using my iPad and using the iPad to watch some kind of nursery rhymes, so I can record this video and then come back to him. Let's take the quantity here. 2 be honest, I don't really care that much about the downsides of the altar. We deal enough damage to, you know, to kill most things. The only tough ones, maybe like a very stacked rare monster. But yeah, okay, let's go ahead and swap to Penance Brand. See the damage that we can deal. Okay, we have an invitation. That is profit. Precast brand, shocker, and it's done. So that is the boss damage of the most broken skill in the game probably ever in terms of damage. Okay, and I will release a proper, like, in-depth guide on how to build a power charge stacking character or charge stacking character in general, or any skill that is a spell that synergy well with the power charge stacking. So basically, you know, any skill that is not dot damage. I will try to be as thorough and as detailed as possible, so even a completely new person who just come to POE, if this is the first character they try to make, then they can effectively make it. It's my kid. This is my kid. He's sick today, so he stay home with me. Normally, this time he will be at school at the kindergarten. Chuẩn bị bữa một tí nào. Kita xem apa aja đi. Okay, yeah, we are about to finish the video anyway. Yeah, where was I? Yeah, I was trying to say that I want to make a power charge stacking guide from start to finish. Hawk style, you know, what he did to RF. I probably will not be able to create something at that level anytime soon. However, I will try to be very thorough and make sure that even the, you know, newest POE player out there can, you know, try this like really strong and wonderful archetype. Wow. Dynamic solution. So yeah, this build, this character is quite tanky. For mapping at least, it's quite tanky. And it has good boss damage. It has a good playstyle, decently fast, not like to Oblivion fast, like the kind of Headhunter build. But it's really enjoyable to play, it's really strong, and from what I see about the price of the items, especially this item, this is like probably my favorite boot since the time I started playing the game. This is like the best thing ever for me, the best thing ever. So I would like to share my knowledge on how to build a character like this to newer people who start POE. I think it will be a very enjoyable experience to play this kind of character, and hopefully more people will stick with POE, the game that I love and have played for like 12 years already. I am a little bit late to this league in terms of farming currency. Normally I do not do hardcore farming like you know, fully juiced or, you know, optimize a strategy to just maximize my divines per hour. I don't really care that much about that. I just care about like enjoying playing the game though with the play style that I want. So yeah, that is that. This build, why I want to make a guide on this build specifically, because again it is a really, you know, straightforward to put together. As you can see, the pieces of gear I'm using, except for the 2 rings, 10 pieces of gear total. We have 2 rares and then 8 uniques. The uniques, they are, you know, fixed in a game. You do not need a lot of knowledge to craft anything. You do not need a lot of knowledge to like search for anything in the POE trade. You just search the name of the item, you know which item it is, and you can search for it, so it's easier for newbies. And also it feels nice for new players. It feels nice to use a lot of uniques, even though if you play a lot you will realize that the rares or the broken one, rare items are always the strongest item in POE, always. So yeah, that's the video I want to make right now. If my kid isn't sick, I would be able to complete the guide video today. However, with what is currently going on, I'm afraid I cannot. So yeah, sorry I dragged this out for longer than necessary. But thanks everyone for watching, especially thanks everyone for if you watched this video until this point. It is a huge, like, you know, I'm really appreciate all the people that actually come and see my video. This is a very new thing to me. There's a lot to learn, there's not a lot to improve, and I hope that my content will be either helpful or entertaining to some of you guys, and hopefully you'll stick around. Thank you again, and goodbye.